All right, Buff Nation, we have some breaking Eastern news now. Filling out our secondary, looking very, very nice. Of course, last night, Teon Parker committed to Colorado, transfer from Illinois State. And then this morning, or this afternoon, we have Auburn safety Terrance Love committing to Colorado via the transfer portal. This is awesome. As Hayes Fawcett is pointing out here, 6'2", 200 pounds. He's played in 22 games for the Tigers. They rated him as the top available safety and on three. I think he was around like number 6 or 7 in terms of availability on 24/7. 2 years of eligibility remaining, which is great. A guy that's played a little bit part time, mainly. We can take a look at his statistics over here. So in the 24 season, you saw part-time play at free safety mainly against Alabama A&M, Oklahoma, Georgia, Louisiana Monroe, and Texas A&M. Not a lot of really not any tackles. Just had one missed tackle in the year. Interesting. They got him weighing 220 pounds here. But I really do think ball hawking safety, a guy that can make some plays. We'll see what happens here. Maybe he's another Colton Hood type of guy that, hey, was at Auburn for a couple years, then makes his transition to Colorado, finds himself a really nice role here with the Buffs moving forward. Again, three total tackles or five total tackles rather throughout his career. Did not log a tackle on defense this year, but he'll also, I believe, have a role on special teams. As you see, he had a grade of 61.7 in 2023 and 52.1, but this year in 2024. But I love the way that this safety room is coming together. Of course, we got Tafik Bayar, Carter Stoutmeyer, Ben Finiseth, um, TJ. Man, why am I always forgetting his name? Number 22 for the Buffs. I got to look this up now. TJ Branch flashed yesterday. Yeah, we got a handful of safeties, and now we're bringing in a guy like Terrance Love as well that I think is going to add some great depth and competition to this room as well. So secondary, I feel like is really shaping up. To have some nice quality depth. Again, Terrance Love isn't a guy that has necessarily proven it yet in terms of like on-field production, but it seems like he's a really good athlete. And I like my DBs tall, 6'2", 220 pounds, free safety type. I think we got some guys that kind of project to be a little bit more of that strong safety type of player, somebody that can come up and make some big hits in the run game. But we've needed some more free safety types as well. So Terrance Love is very welcome addition. Very happy to have him out here. And again, guys, even if he's not necessarily starting on defense, who knows? Safety competition could be wide open right now. But I do think at the very least we're going to get some great special teams contributions from him this year, and then we'll see what kind of role he carves out for himself on defense moving forward. But really love the transfer portal commits that we've gotten right now. Let me pull up our list. So if you guys need a little bit of a refresher of where we're at in the transfer portal, let's get to that. Sorry. I'll scroll down here. You can see Teon Parks, Sincere Brown, wide receiver from Campbell, 6'5" guy. Xavier Hill, a guy that can play guard or tackle. Mana Taimani, Zy Chrysler. And then, yeah, now we're starting to get into the guys that we got during the winter period. But I do think just after yesterday's game, again, I got to get to this in a full spring game breakdown, but I do think right tackle still needs to be one of the main positions that we're targeting right now. Mana Taimani has done a serviceable job, but I think we need to get better at that position. I think a lot of you guys agree as well. But secondary, major question mark, the depth, rather, of the secondary coming into the spring game and leaving this spring period of college football. So it's huge that we've got, I think, some very intriguing athletes. Of course, Teon Park's much more proven than Terrance Love. But I'm very excited to see what Terrance Love can do, especially again. I'll continue to mention this. Colton Hood was one of those guys that didn't really have production. And he came out here from Auburn. And I mean, you saw how impressive he was last year. So, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like and subscribe. Let me know, hey, who are some other guys that you would love for us to go after? Right tackle, running back, of course, Javian Thomas. That has been announced. Big time Cal running back is visiting Colorado. So let's get him to sign on the dotted line. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Let's go Buffs.